going on, Jerome's Minnesota Vikings back at practice. TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill on Wednesday afternoon. Kevin O'Connell, hat model. Also, is that sweatshirt, is that all one piece, or is that like a thermal layer and then a cutoff hoodie over the top? I don't know. I got to find it. Looks good. But he addressed the local media jackals. Well, I think it was more than local because we heard some different voices out there. So I think that some national media jabroni haircuts might be out there, and you can tell by the line of questioning. We'll get into it. But so that's, of course, the topic du jour was Jordan Addison's suspension. First time Kevin Collins met with the media since suspension was announced. So the team was aware of Addison's upcoming suspension, even before it was adjudicated, and it makes sense, right? Because, it was very cut and dried with, punishment of that nature. So they knew it was going to be 3 games, and they're prepared and all that stuff right now. As we talked about, Addison can practice all training camp. He can play all the preseason games. And even though he's suspended without pay the first 3 games, he can actually be in the building the second half of his suspension. So I guess that bleeds over. He can be in the building for the first 2 preparation weeks as well, unpaid. He's a volunteer out there, but should be good to go. And Addison, O'Connell's talked very glowingly about Jordan Addison, and he said that he's a big Addison fan. Addison has taken full accountability, whether it's in the building or his comments to the media. He's absolutely taken ownership of the situation. Talks about how Addison, absolute heart of gold, loves his teammates, and that he's been living up to the standard since, and he is an ascending player with leadership traits. And also, O'Connell, really opened up with some humility, and it's just like, if players only learn after the punishment, learn how to change their ways, learn how to live up to the standard, then he's not doing his job, which I feel is fair. But also, with Addison, you could talk about making mistakes over and over. You talk about young kid who needs maturity and all that stuff. And I know a lot of people have thrown stones, and I mean, it's fair. It's what happens nowadays. But also, just as humans, you don't want to be remembered for your worst moment, and no one's beyond saving aside from, I don't know, Osama bin Laden. He's gone. But also, you have to have accountability for actions as well. So it is a fine line. And I feel like Addison, knocking on all the wood, we haven't had any incidents this offseason, which is great. And also, putting in that work, getting stronger, getting some reps in with McCarthy, spending time with Justin Jefferson, who's the beacon of professionalism. It's really smart. And also, you see it translating onto the field. Like, he's looking really damn good in training camp. He'll probably look good if he plays a little in preseason as well. So, overall, like, it's all I ever had. Redemption song for Jordan Addison. Certainly possible. Also, talked about how injury-wise, Jefferson Hockenson should be ready for week 1. Hockenson is actually getting some work today. Ryan Kelly is going to participate in the walkthrough as he's come back from, I believe he had a hyperextended elbow or something like that. And we'll also get in work later in the week. So it's good to see guys come back from injury, especially Hockenson with the hip, back, leg, groin injury. It's all-encompassing. Hockey, again, just make hockey. Lower body. Yeah. Also, there's 2 reports I didn't recognize the voice, right? And generally, I'm pretty good with, like, picking up voices. So this one, a reporter asked a question about how the Vikings historically have had difficulty putting together consecutive double-digit winning seasons. Now, this extends all the way back to Zimmer, where it's like every other year the Vikings were good with Zim. And Kevin Collins like, I don't want to talk about anything before 2022, which is fair. And also, he can't. It's not like he wasn't here. Like, he was offensive coordinator of the Rams. What does he have to do with the 2020 and 2021 Vikings? Nothing, right? But also, O'Connell's very aware that he hasn't won a playoff game as of yet. And, season 1, 13 wins, great. Season 2, 2023, a lot of trials and tribulations. If Kurt didn't pop his Achilles, I think the Vikings have another double-digit winning season, but it is what it is. Then last year, 14 wins. So he understands about its consistency in this league. He understands about the second season, getting to that point. And Kwesi talked about building a roster that's worthy of the Final Four and beyond. And he's absolutely correct. Also, setting a standard worthy of those moments of when you're deep in the playoffs, you got a team that can close out games, and that's what they're striving for. That's what they work for. More is required. Grenard was absolutely right, man. Also talked about a preseason game, another great data point for the players, specifically J.J. McCarthy. Getting out there and just the Kevin O'Connell and Flores talk about routine a lot, and we've talked about this before. Like rookie players, and even guys like J.J. McCarthy, like it's small things like game day preparation. What time do we get to the stadium? Where do I park? What do I do for the trainers getting taped up? What about equipment? What about warm-ups? What time to go out there? What do we need to do? So it's an underrated part of preseason games where you figure all this stuff out before you get to the regular season, so you don't have to worry about the small things, right? And also, McCarthy's going to be out there. Another great data point, game situation, leading the offense, getting some tape in, all that stuff. It's going to be good. And then the second national media Jabroni haircut, I'm pretty sure. I didn't recognize the voice. Yes, JJ's arm strength, how would you compare it to the rest of the NFL? It's like a stupid barroom conversation that you have with your buddies. Like, who's got the stronger arm? Well, velocity at the combine says, who cares? And also, what do you expect Kevin Conn to say? He's got a cannon. He's got a howitzer. He's got J.J. McCarthy. It is Milton and it is Anthony Richardson. Top three, full send. What? God. Sometimes I hate the media. Anyways, but it talks about how it's very strong and this qualifies as snark from Kevin O'Connell. He's like, I'll allow others like the media, to do the rankings. Or I'll let others do the rankings. So it's great. Awesome, man. Also, talking about we'll continue to ramp up Jefferson. He's in a good spot. He's moving around great, as evidenced by him running around pre-practice, tackling Kevin O'Connell, or at least getting some contact in. So also talked about how Judd Zolgad got a attaboy for a good question. Take it easy with Jets with the Addison suspension. So make sure that Jefferson is 100% for the first 3 games of the season. Don't have a setback. Don't bring him back too early because you don't have Addison the first 3 games, which is fair. And also compared Jefferson's preseason prep to COVID because he was drafted in 2020. No preseason games, limited preseason training camp prep, and he was still able to come out after 2 games because Zimmer said, BC Johnson, you start. Yeah, I was still able to come out and have a very good start to his NFL career. And that's basically what he's doing this time around. No training camp or limited training camp, no preseason, obviously, so should be fine, right? And also, talk about jumping Josh Oliver. It allows the Vikings to run play action protections that other teams simply can't because Oliver is a solid receiver. Filled in nicely for Hockenson at the start of last year when Hock was up on blocks, as well as one of the most dominant blockers in the league. So we talked about how even with Addison suspended, it could be a lot more 2 tight end sets for the Vikings, a lot more 12 personnel because it's tough because the matchups are there where, hey, you're in your base defense, cool, we're going to throw out 12 personnel. Oh, you're in sub package, oh, we're going to run the ish out of the ball. And J.J. McCarthy up there just sees what they're in. Check with me, check their personnel, hammer. I love it, man. It's good times. Anyways, that's it. That's at Kevin O'Connell, Wednesday presser ahead of Vikings practice. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skol, production value.